everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and I'm here. This is normally when I would schedule my Roxy's weekly challenge video, but I think this is week 7, and Rachel was doing in this video was making a long masterboard, pretty much, with her scraps, and then she was making ephemera out of that, like journal cards and tags. And number one, I already have masterboards, and I make masterboards out of my pages, which I'm going to cover in just a second. But number two, I just finished using up a lot of my scraps, so I didn't have a lot of scraps on hand to use. So I thought instead, I did a video about 3 years ago about, this is my glue book right here, and I think, I don't know, maybe half a year to a year ago, we actually did a kind of a chat and glue papers in, so I showed you how I put my scraps in here. So anyway, so what I thought I would do is, in lieu of Roxy's weekly challenge and doing it her way, I would just take some neutral pages out of my glue book and make ephemera out of them, show you how I make ephemera out of them for journals that I'm planning to create. So with that said, I just thought I would do a real quick flip through of, this is my glue book. It's an old math book. I think it was my grandson's. And what I do is I glue all my scraps in here. And like I said, I did a video showing you this book a long while ago, and then sometimes I will just spend some time gluing scraps in. So I usually sort my scraps by color, and so then when I do a masterboard page, they usually are that color. So these would be blues. I might skip a few pages. These are like orange and yellows. These are reds. I've got some in the back that are purples. These are kind of neutrals, okay? These are ones that I've started, but I haven't completed it. This would be a pink page. And this would be more neutral. I have some pages that have fallen out, you know, purple, greens. So anyways, what I did is I took out some neutrals, and I have them right in the front of the book because I can actually rip them out here. And I thought that we would cut these, and then we would decorate. I've got a couple of journals that I anticipate making, and so I've collected different things, and I thought one of them is a bead journal, and then I think I talked about doing an Asian journal of some sort. So I'm collecting things for those two journals in particular. So I thought I might cut these up and kind of show you how I decorate. So each one of these is a master page. This is one where I've already, this was a small page, and I've already backed it. I don't back my master boards necessarily, because sometimes I use those scraps as I'm making a journal. So we'll go ahead and cut them, and then I'll back them. Some people back the whole page and then they cut it up, but I end up cutting off quite a bit of these pages to straighten them out, or I'll have leftover, and I don't want to waste my neutral scrap backing a piece of something that I'm going to throw away. So this one I backed because I used part of it. But let's see. So the first thing I usually do with these pages is I would try to either add something if something stands out that I don't like, and I trim them out. So let's go ahead and trim. And I do everything backwards with my cutter just because I can't see. So don't pay real close attention to how I cut. Been revamping my itty bitty studio. My studio is actually my old walk-in closet. So if that gives you an idea, when people say small, they don't know what small is. Anyways, my room is very small. So I got rid of some shelving. Actually, I gave it to my son. And I bought a couple of IKEA units, the Calyx units. And I didn't like the idea of them sitting on the floor, so they have stands for them. So I went ahead and got the stands as well. It just lifts them about 5 inches off the floor. And what that does for me is it means I can vacuum easily under them. Just, you know. So anyways, I like everything up off the floor. That's the main thing. So I'm in the process of trying to get everything together. I still have one shelving unit in here that is kind of cramping my space, but I have to save to get another Calyx unit with the stand. I have to say that I was able to combine a lot of my storage in the Calyx units that I have, and I still have space left. And not only that, it's not real organized, because when you don't have efficient organization to begin with in storage, you kind of tend to just pile things here and there, and when you go to put something new in there, you're not really, it's not all organized the way you would like it to be, because you've had to make do. Now I'm finding that I have some really nice space to put stuff, but I'm not sure where I want to put everything. So I'm working on that, and then I probably will show you, do a studio tour. That'll take me about like a minute. So maybe one day when I clean up my table, I'll just kind of show you around what I have. Some people make their journal covers out of Masterboards. I have done that, but not just regular paper. My journals normally are not one signature. I think for my 500 subscriber giveaway, I think I did a one signature. It might have been one or two. I can't remember. But under normal circumstances, I don't usually do a single signature journal. There are a lot of people that's what they do. I usually do 3 or more, and it's usually more. Okay, so I think they're straightened up enough. So what we want to do is, the fun of doing this is to turn it over and not know what's on the other side. Is to turn them over, and we want to cut them into probably journal cards and tags. So taking the first piece, I need to measure this. So this right here is about 8 1/4 by 10 3/4. See, I'm going to make maybe 2 tags and a couple of journaling cards. So I know I like to make my tags 3 inches wide. So let's do that first. Let's do 3 inches. Yeah, okay, we'll do 3 inches. And again, my instinct is to want to turn this over so I can see what's on the other side, but I'm not going to do that. And then if this is 10, it's about 10 3/4, so 5 3/8. Okay, that makes a big difference. 5 and 1 2 3/8. Let's see if this is closer. Oh yeah, look at that. And then this one, we should be able to make into 3 journal cards, and if 3 1/2. 3 1/2, I think, is right to the end of this thing. 1. 2. 2 and whatever we have left. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Oh, look at that, about 3.5. Okay, I'm going to assume that this is about the same. So if we take a 3-inch, make tags. And my Masterboards, I do sew just to be sure that the papers don't come off. So let's move these. So we've got journal cards here, tags already at the back, and these are journal cards. So let's just see what we have here. Oh, wow. And these so far are not really directional. I mean, it doesn't really matter. This has some text on it, but it certainly doesn't matter. I don't think this would need to go this way probably. These are kind of cool, very neutral. Very cool. Okay, so those are our tags, or our journal cards. And we need to back those. And then our tags, oh my heck, look at these. Wow, these are pretty cool. Pretty cool. These are a little different size, but still. Oh, these are way cool. A little narrower. And then these are the small ones. Okay, pretty good. So let's go ahead, and the next step would be to, on all our tags, would be to cut our corners. So you know that if you cut that corner and you just flip it over and put it on this side, the opposite side, your corners will match if you cut that the same. So that way these two should be the same. That's pretty common. Most people know that. I didn't know that though. When I first started, I had no idea. I was like using my ruler. And now I guess they even have tag corner punches. I don't usually buy something unless I absolutely need it, so I wouldn't probably get one of those for a while until I can buy stuff that I would like and not necessarily need. Okay, so we've got those. Let's cut these. And remember, we have to back these, so I will get my scraps out. I'll pick a couple of each one. And when you have the same size tags, usually you can just use that as a guide. So we've cut all the corners of our tags. We want to look for some backing. So we've got these small ones already, and they're already backed. And oh, we didn't look. These journal cards are already backed. So I'm going to take, well, I can tell you right now that when I turn these over, I'm not crazy over all these airplanes on here for a tag. So I would normally cover that up. So I'm going to grab a book page. I just know right now that I don't mind if some of it, but I would not want to see that on the whole tag. So we're going to cover that right up. And I think if I just do something like this, it kind of breaks it up a little bit, and I think that would work. Okay, so we're going to put this on there. If I want another piece, I will just rip one off. Let me see. I'm really struggling with this because I don't, that's so much of that paper. I think if it was a smaller pattern or something, I probably wouldn't mind. There, that's better. I feel way better about that. Let's look at this one. Maybe if I put a piece up here, I think. If it was a smaller pattern, maybe it would not be so much, but it's like, oh, there's a whole half a card full of airplanes. Which, that is paper that I designed, so it's not that I don't like the paper. It's that I don't like it on a neutral journaling card. Okay, so I need to get our neutral papers. And I save them in just in a baggie. So I'm just going to pull them out. And I'm going to use these pieces right here as well. So knowing that I'm going to do a bee journal and an Asian journal, I'm not going to use these two cards. So we'll use one. These two are kind of similar, huh? Let's pick something different. How about that one? There's two of those. Okay. And then let's pick a couple of the larger tags. I like that one. I like that one. How about if we do that? I don't know how many journal cards and tags that Rachel did in her weekly challenge, but I can't remember. I know that the minute I realized she was making a Masterboard and I was going to have to come up with a bunch of scraps, that I just used up most of my scraps, so I figured I better make an alternate plan. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's cover the backs of these. So let me see what I have I have some big paper, like this one here is like a confetti paper. I think that'll work. Okay, so we're gonna just do the whole back of this. And I'm not real careful about the glue here because, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and sew them. So, you know, I want to put enough on to hold it, but I don't have to be that particular. I want to go ahead and cut that out so I can use this paper. And I think right now I'm in the process also of scanning our family pictures. I gathered everybody's family pictures many years ago, and I took on that project. I also do the genealogy for our family, and I'm scanning pictures because I'm trying to clean out my closet in my guest room, which is where I have all the boxes of stuff that I store. And anyways, it's a huge project. So you have to, you know, put a bunch of pictures on the scanner, scan them, and then I have to go in Photoshop, separate them out, put them in folders. It's very time consuming. And do you think anybody wrote dates on the back of their pictures? No. So, I was on the phone with my dad's cousin. To my knowledge, she would be the largest or the longest living relative on my dad's side. And I video chatted with her, and the other day, and she helped me identify some pictures, and we came up with what we think are close dates. So that was kind of neat. My dad did a lot of the genealogy for me before he passed away. When he was in good health, I asked him if he could please, when he gets time in the evening or something, if he could write down, you know, his memory of relatives and like your family tree and all of that, because my mom passed away many years ago. So I don't have a lot of hers. I did get a hold of my aunt, her sister, and my aunt helped me with a lot of it, but she has since passed away. So I'm trying to do the genealogy and the photographs, the pictures, and it's a handful to do that. Okay, so these I'm just going to, this one I think I can just put this one piece on, even though you can see some of the text through there. I think it'll be fine. After all, it's a homemade journal, but it's a junk journal too. So let's put this on and see. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So anyways, I'm in the process of doing photos, and there's kind of some funny stories. I'll try and share a couple of them with you. You probably will hear them in future videos as I'm doing this project. But the number one that had me laughing so hard was my grandmother, my dad's mom. When she put pictures in her photo albums, like she cut everybody. All her pictures are these little circles with like a face in it. There's no bodies or no reference. So you go in her albums, and I'm pulling out literally like pictures that are about that size, or an oval, or maybe a little bigger if it's a bigger picture. That's how most of her pictures were. So I don't even know how you reference something like that. Then I came across a picture, and it's her with another woman, young. They were young, a girl. I mean, they were teenagers, maybe in their 20s, maybe, I don't know. And it's got her, the other woman, and then a man's body, but they cut his head out. Oh my heck. So, of course, I'm like snapping pictures with my phone to send to my sister. It's like, what on earth is this? Kind of cracked me up. Actually, I could just, this is a neutral journal card. Why don't I just bend that right over? Okay, we like that. Okay, we need to come up with some other papers here. I have this coffee dyed piece. Let's put that there. Anyways, that's one thing that was so funny. The other thing is, because there's, well, I'll tell you this one last story for today about those pictures, because I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more funny stories to tell. Today, I was 2 hours. I came across one picture in my mom and dad's photo album that is two guys wrestling, like wrestlers, like high school wrestlers, college wrestlers. It's a black and white photograph, and there is a referee in the kind of in the foreground, and then these two wrestlers, and they're on a mat and they're wrestling. So my dad, one of the things he did was he was a high school wrestling coach. So I thought, you know, I mean, I looked, and the coach is not my dad. And anyways, I looked on the back, and it had writing on the back, but it said Windsor, like Nabinger and Murray. It said Windsor, there was a line, Nabinger, a line, Murray. No date, no place, no anything. So, know me, get right on Google, and I type in wrestlers, Nabinger, Murray. Wow. Anyways, make a long story short, it took me 2 hours to figure this out, though. Before I just typed those in like that. I didn't think you could, but if I had just done that to begin with. Anyways, there was actually a newspaper article came up from 1962, and that would have put us in Owego, New York, which is where my dad taught driver ed, but he also coached. And Nabinger from Windsor is a place, actually won. He was the champion. He took that. He won that match. The other kid, Murray or whatever his name was, I can't remember. He actually was from Owego, so Owego Free Academy, which is where my dad worked and my dad coached. So that would make sense that my dad would have that, but that's it. I have one picture with that writing on the back, and now I have to decide, do I scan that and keep it? No. Because I'm struggling already with trying to part with physical pictures. Okay, so what we've got is 2 journal cards and 2 tags. So I'm going to do a journal card and a tag for the B journal, and a journal tag and a journal card for the Asian. So I've got stuff that I've collected here to do my B journals. Oh, I have a lot of stuff in here. So let's see what we could decorate these with. I mean, I have a lot of really cool stuff in here. Because I've made a couple of bead journals, and when I make them, they sell out really, really fast. So I've got tags and stuff already in here. It's a fold over tag. Here's some elements. Here's more tags. Like I said, I'm collecting stuff to make another. There's a pocket. Couple tags. Oh, here's another. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's a tag. That's kind of cool, too. I put some beads and did some, what is the clear coat that you put on? I can't think. I hate getting old. Anyways, here's some more tags. So let's see what we have. We have a journaling card that can go either direction. But tags have to go that direction. So let's see if we have something that's, I love these bee clocks. That might be kind of cool. Okay, I kind of like those. How about that? And a bee. I really kind of like this picture, but I'm thinking we might want to go this direction. I'm not sure. So let's see what else we have in here. I think this one I like. And if we kind of put it here, okay, and then let's look for some tags. Oh, that was like way easy. Okay. So let's look for, not tags, labels. and see what we have. We have different labels here. Oh, I want to put these back in the B folder. I think I'm going to cut the white off of there, but I think I'm just going to do that like that. Perfect. How easy was that? See, a lot of these homemade tags, I love them. Once I made them, it's like I just love them. But I don't think I want one with a fish on it. These are the labels that I made for the last Roxy's weekly challenge that we did. Look at these. These, I'll bet these would look cool on here. They are, maybe if we did like this and a word or something. Let me look at this one. Yeah, I think I like this one. It's got the yellow. Put that in there. Kind of like it on that side. And let's look and see what we have for words. Grateful for today. I like that a lot. Maybe we could just put that there. I think that'll do it. We'll just distress that up, make it work. And this one, I'm not going to even look for a word for that. So I'm just going to set this aside till we do the other one. So I'm going to get my vintage photo. And I'm going to pull my glue book over here so I have it ready. At the ready, we're going to go ahead and distress around these elements that go on this. So anyways, this scanning photos, my idea was many years ago when I took this on, was that I would scan everybody's photos. So I've got mine. I have 2 sisters and a brother. My brother and 1 sister have already passed away. My parents have already passed away. So it's just my younger sister and myself left. I want to straighten this. But I have, you know, nieces and nephews and everything. And so my idea was to take everybody's pictures and scan them and put them, somehow catalog them. I was going to tag them. I don't know if you're aware of how you tag pictures, but oh my goodness. I started doing that and it would take my lifetime. The good thing about tagging though is if you tag photos and then you want to find a photo that you remember, if you tagged it like Halloween or a year or a person's name is one that I started with, then if you type in that tag, if you just type in like, gosh, I think I remember, you know, Michael was dressed up as a doctor when he was a kid for Halloween. Well, I might have tagged that Michael Halloween. And so if you put in Michael, it would pull up all the pictures that I tagged with his name. If I put in Halloween, it would pick up all the Halloween. But if you put in Michael Halloween, it would pull up just Michael on Halloween, whatever pictures you tag that. So it's really cool because then you don't have to look through a gazillion folders. You can just do it by the tags. But honestly, I'm going to tag each and every picture. I have thousands. So I gave that up. I think that's good. I think we're going to go ahead and tape those down. So I want to tape this one first, or glue. I have thousands, so I gave up tagging. So now what I'm doing is I've made folders for years. I think my earliest year is 1940 something right now, but I'm doing really old pictures now, so I might have some that are older. I don't know. but it's like 1941 or something. And then within each year, I have family names. And then when I scan their pictures, I will put them under the correct year, if I know it, and under their family name. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm going to put this in the pile to be sewn. I love it. Grateful for today. Let's do our tag. So anyways, that's what I'm doing now. And I actually had to get, I think I got a 2 terabyte drive, external drive. I'm going to use art glitter glue with that because it's a heavier weight. It might be a 90 pound or a 110 pound. Anyways, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'll move this down just a little. Anyways, that's how I'm categorizing all the photos, and it's just going to take a real long time. So I'm working on it, and I get frustrated and tired at the same time. And you know, you have to make decisions. And I think I said a little while ago that I'm really struggling with throwing away physical photographs. I'm old as dirt, so we all know that, for us to get pictures, you had to, oh, this looks like it's on sticker paper. For us to get pictures, ooh, look at that. You had to go to the drugstore or whatever and take your film in, and it costs quite a bit of money. Nothing is like it was now, and if you wanted to send pictures to your family, you had to put them, pay for the picture, then, put it in an envelope with a letter or something and mail it off, and you'd be lucky if they'd get it in a couple days. And you couldn't send a whole roll of film worth of pictures because it would cost you a fortune. Then I think I was in my teen years when some of the pharmacies came up with what they called twin prints, where you got the picture and then you got a smaller picture of the same thing. And it wasn't double the price. It was just a little bit more to get the twin print. And so we did that. And we would send the twin prints off to family. Now, nobody saves pictures. My kids don't even want these old pictures. Love it. This is going to go over to get sewn. So that's why I'm scanning them, because none of the younger generation really want pictures. I know that my granddaughter would appreciate having pictures of her mom. So all the pictures I have of my daughter, her mom, I will send off to her. She can decide what she wants to do. Now, they'll all be scanned, but I won't, I won't throw away physical pictures. I even hate saying that. But nobody wants them. So I said to my sister, I'm really struggling with that. And she said, yeah, but nobody wants them. So what are you going to do? Also, my niece, okay, we need to do these two, and these are going to be Asian designed. My sister passed away when my niece was not even a teenager. And so my niece would like those of my sister. So I would save those as well. Her family pictures, she can decide what she wants to do. Let me pull the folder I have. I'm saving for Asian stuff so far. I have actually a box. I think I told you guys that my grandson brought back a whole bunch of stuff from Japan. Let me actually pull some out just a minute. So I got this box of washi tape. Oh my God, such cool stuff he brought, like stickers, but they're all from Japan. He brought them back with him. Look at these little like post-it notes that are Japanese. Seals, sticky notes, train tickets. Oh, and here's stickers, but they're written in Japanese. Here's some really pretty stickers. He brought just a bunch of little elements, some paper. He's got designed paper in here. Such cool elements. Oh, look at these. I really like these. Oh, and then the memo pad. I didn't even look at, oh, look at these. They have, oh, look at that. I'm going to have to make a small pad for this journal. Oh, and some paper. Just some of the coolest stuff. More paper, little tags. I don't speak or read Japanese, so I have no idea what all this stuff is, but let's see what we got. Okay, so we have this, and I have a folder that I've been saving stuff. I've got some paper in here that's it's got some different things on it. Look at this one, it's kind of cool. I would cut out maybe. That would be kind of cool on there. I think I'm going to cut that out. Maybe I'll cut those out individually. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe not. Because these right here just make really cool journal cards, period. Oh, I like that. I think I'm just going to leave it like that, like one piece, and I'll just, cool. And I think we need something. Gosh, these are double-sided sheets, and it's like you don't want to use one side because there's something good on the other side. There's another tag we made. I've been kind of working along on this, you know, anticipating. This, however, would look very cool up there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece. And this is a heavier, almost a cardstock. This is, so I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And remember, this is going to get sewn as well. So let's use that to put that on the top. Oh, I like it. And then if we have this coming down the side, and we just need something right here, something. and just put this right down along the side. I think that looks pretty good. So let's put this in here. Okay, let's trim this out. I've been wanting to make an Asian journal. The problem I have with it, with anything of a different language really, is if you don't speak or read the language, then you have to be fairly careful about, maybe I'll put that on that side. Yeah, and then we'll have more of the pink flowers, I think. The problem that you have if you don't read, write, speak the language, know it, then you don't know when you have writing what you're actually putting on something. So I kind of struggled with that, thinking that most of what I do would have to be pictures, images, and I'm not that knowledgeable of different Asian cultures and like the difference. I couldn't look at something and tell you the difference if it was Philippine, Taiwan, China, Japan. I just am not versed enough in any of that to know. So, you know, I would want to be extremely careful about what I put on something. I would hope that people would understand that I don't know that, but either way, I don't want to be stupid about it. Okay. I'm just trimming this a little bit to make it straight. Well, that's not very straight. Maybe I need to turn it this way. Okay, let's go ahead and distress. That's still not straight. Why am I struggling with this? Okay. Go ahead and distress it. Anyways, like I said, I just don't want to be kind of stupid about it, and I certainly don't want to have anything in a journal that is offensive to anybody. If I can help it, I certainly would, you know, do something about that so that I wouldn't offend anybody. But I got very interested in it when my grandson took an interest in Japan. I really like that, but I'm thinking I need to have maybe some sort of maybe washi, or let's see what we got for, oh, that's kind of cool washi. I'm looking at all the different designs just to see what there is. And this one has writing on it, but this one has flowers. But this one, look at this one. Let me see if I can find where this one starts right here. We could just put this almost like it's divided into little sections. And the Japanese seem to be very like they love characters. That one doesn't stick, so let's pull this one up here. They love characters, so there's a lot of, like when you know, you can Google streets, different streets in Japan or cities, and zoom in. And you'll see like their grocery stores and that, and they have characters like in their signage. I don't know how well this is going to stick, so I'm going to use my glue stick just to add a little bit of glue here to this. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Okay, I love it. I think this is going to be fun, but I'm going to have little characters all over everything I make because these things are so cute. And I don't want to take these out of here and put them in my washi tape drawer because look how they're packaged, so cute. Okay, we're on to this one. Let's see what we can put on this that has, I totally forgot that we had that one left. Might be able to use this picture. Gondola is too wide. I'm gonna try cutting this out and just see something. See. Not crazy over it. I kind of thought maybe if I picked out some other elements it would look good on here, but I don't think I want to go that route just yet. Let me look and see what else we have. I have this paper. But that would be totally covering up everything on there. Now, some of the things that I have in here are things I got off like the public domain. Some are things that I designed myself. Some are, there is a digital from someone in here that I actually purchased. Actually, I see two digitals in here. These are a digital. These are papers, but I'm really looking for more of a focal point than that. And honestly, I think I'm kind of drawn to this one. So I think we're going to go with that. There's a good chance when I went to edit this that I might have cut out all that procrastination. So you might not even see all that. I like that. I think we need a tag. These tags were sure fun to make. I think I might just do that. Well, this one's got that color in it, doesn't it? I think I'm going to do that. And these are all paper and not necessarily heavyweight. So I want to put this one down first up there in the, because this is going to go underneath the picture. Then we're going to put the picture down next. Am I like even on camera still? And then we have the small label right here that I don't think it's important that I distress that because it's already fairly dark itself. And remember, I'm going to sew around all of these things, so. I love it. Okay, so these are the two Asian designed pieces of ephemera that we made. And these are the two bee journal. Like this. So cool. Am I in camera? Yes. Okay, so let's just show you this real quick. And again, I'm going to sew all the way around the outside, and I won't put a topper on there until I decide what I think will go on depending on where I'm going to put it in the journal. Here's a journaling card. I love this. Probably most of my journaling cards I do round the corners because it makes them easier to slip in and out, and I usually round the bottom of my tags too, but I don't want to do that until I sew them. Here's the journaling card for the Asian. And then we have our tag for the Asian journal. Okay, so I know I went kind of off Rachel's weekly challenge, but I'm doing this in lieu of it. I feel really good, and I've got a couple of pieces of ephemera that will go in journals that I'm going to use. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Please like and subscribe. Ring the bell if you want to get notified when I upload new content. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.